So,
Meh.
we don't have to worry about it. We're going to be on each other's channels. I don't know why you haven't been on mine yet.
I know, I still need to pop up on your channel at some point.
Yeah, you should. But I don't record like you do, so
I know.
I don't really stream like you do either because I don't have all the OBS and stuff. I just stream from I stream from my PlayStation.
Yeah.
You don't
And
have a PlayStation.
yeah. So
We'll have to figure that out. But I'd like you to make an appearance. I mean, I guess I could just have you on Steam, Skype, whatever, and just have your voice in the background. Not in the background, like as close to the mic as I can, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Alright. Continuing on with Chungers. Chungers.
You make sure we're live, right?
Yes. I currently see the stream on my phone, and by the way, I should make sure that the quality is down to 144p, because anything bigger than that is unnecessary.
Damn right. Glad you finally figured that out.
Also, terminal orientation lock. It saves like a tiny amount of battery. Alright.
Somebody should add Bob. I don't know if he'll show up.
Yeah, because he has Thursdays busy doing stuff.
So annoying.
I know, it's kind of sad.
Come on, Bob. We need at least one viewer.
I know. Maybe some Thursday eventually. Maybe we'll be able to do a 2GaysStream or something where it's just like us and a guest, be it Bob or someone else.
Oh wow, you're really open to that, huh? Didn't even discuss it with me.
I said maybe. I mean, we regularly make it to be with us two, and then it's just a matter of, do we add on someone else? Do we just make a different stream, or do it set exclusively as a recording?
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I prefer to be a recording. It's always been 2GaysStream, and there was never any more than that.
I guess, yeah.
Feel slightly offended.
Okay, yeah.
And we are 2Gays who stream. We can be 3 gays or 4 gays or 17 gays doing a podcast or something.
Yeah.
Or doing a recording of a game if we do like Dead by Daylight or Golf with Friends, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'd prefer that to be a recording. Usually stuff like that works out better in a recording anyway, because if you have everybody going and doing something at once, it's easy, especially for something like Golf with Friends, it's a lot easier to edit out parts that may be a little more boring, or at least a part that drag on a bit and tack on bits that are much more entertaining.
Yeah, and do editing and fun stuff like I like to do sometimes.
Right. Those are fun, like when you go back and see the Gmod videos and you see the little comments you add and stuff like that.
Yes. I've always done that sort of thing. It's just been a thing that I did on my videos. It was originally things like corrections and noting my stupidity a lot in Minecraft videos because I didn't always know the mods the first time around, or I overlooked something.
Or you're moaning. And you made pheromone. You said that wine.
Ay. Anyway, let's do a bit of recon with the secret source.
Everybody should go back and watch that video. It's very funny to see him do that. Go, oh.
It was terrible.
Yes, you were, but it was funny. It made me laugh and bust a gut when I first watched it. I was laughing my butt hind off. Anyway, but yeah.
I was channeling Pheromone without knowing who Pheromone was. Possibly even before Pheromone was on Drag Race.
Yeah, that was like 2016 or 15. So yeah, that was before she was on Drag Race.
Wow, yeah. Farrah before Farrah.
We got around, yeah. We got together around the time right after season 9, I think, because we binge watched it all that one time.
Yeah, and it was all on cable, so yeah, it had to have just gotten done within the last 2 months.
Yeah, so it was. Yeah, so you channeled Pheromone and didn't even know who she was.
Yeah. She was probably just doing baby drag.
She still is.
Shade. Alright, start the Secret Source recon.
Pretty lady, she pretty baby drag, she lady.
I guess. Do you want to read Chungers?
I can, but I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to read, without it.
Oh yeah.
Cause oh my god, yawning. You know how it likes to be.
Yes, I do.
Anyway, I hear my catalog beeping. I presume it is the professor. I tumble out of bed, although it really doesn't look like there's any bed to tumble out of, but okay.
Tumble onto the floor.
But there's no tumble. You're literally on the fucking floor. Look at that bed.
Tumbling is often considered just rolling, like, head first. So, like, just presume, like, half asleep doing a somersault.
So, James Mansfield in the cheerleading challenge.
Yes!
Yeah, thanks. Anyway, I tumble out of bed, half asleep, and fumble around looking for the device. I look at the screen, my eyes struggling to focus. The message isn't from a professor at all. There's no contact information. Come outside. Come outside. Who is this?
New catalog. Who this?
Oh, God.
We joked about that last time.
Come outside.
They aren't going to respond to my question.
Should you do what the message tells you to?
For the sake of scientific inquiry,
When I did it, I said yes, so maybe you should say no to see what happens. But at the same time, I don't want you to do that because what if that's bad?
I mean, this feels like an obvious prompt to go explore and find out. The point of this is recon, so...
But, sure, go for it.
Go for it.
My curiosity is roused. I have a feeling there's something important to learn from this stranger, so I throw on my clothes, not throw them off, and crawl out of my tent. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Anyone out here? Chungers. My catalog beeps again. Beep, 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 beep. Walk to the edge of the forest. What is this voice you're trying to do for that?
Something eerie on the wind.
Uh-huh. I'm not going to tell you. You're not going any further until you tell me who you are.
Forest.
Now!
Walk to the edge of the forest. Walk to the edge of the forest. Walk to the edge of the forest. Walk to the edge of the forest.
Stop it! Stop it! God damn it! I realized I have walked to the edge of the forest. Just Chungers is a dumb lady. But then again, I think they all kinda are. At the edge of the forest, I see something on the ground. As I get closer, it becomes clear that it's a small posy of flowers. I gingerly pick them up and notice several of the flower heads are missing. My catalog beeps again.
Follow the petals.
Jesus Christ, you're really going with this voice, huh? Next time I see the trail of little orange petals, the same color as the bouquet I'm holding. Well, I've come this far. No turning back now. I begin to walk. As I begin to walk, I'm nervous, so I call out, "Hey, hey, hey!" Gotta be like Trixie Mattel. Hi, hi, hello. No answer. Louder this time. Hi, hello.
Hello?
Floofy butt. Oh, floofy butt. Floofy butt Egypt. Hello? Who is that?
Who goes there?
Come on, hurry up. Stupid. Major, is that you, Floofy butt?
I really wish you wouldn't call me that, human. What on earth do you think you're playing at? Cavorting around the forest in the dead of night, causing a ruckus.
Oh, Major, you don't know how pleased I am to see you. I need your help.
And this wink can't wait until a civilized hour.
I'm afraid it can't. I'm not the one instigating this. I've been getting messages from an anonymous source asking me to follow them into the forest. Look, they've left this trail.
Ah, Calenda Maritima, marigolds, herb of the sun. They're said to represent creativity, though some believe them to be symbols of cruelty and greed.
I like Floofy butt. Your knowledge is always so impressive, but I have to say on this occasion it's not very comforting. Floofy butt starts striding off for the purpose.
Come along then, Chungers. Are we going to follow this trail or not?
I prefer not. Waiting for it to load up. Ugh. I shuffled awkwardly behind him.
Before the sun comes up,
Oh man, why must it take so long? We continue for a short while and notice that the petals are getting more sparse. It's becoming more difficult to see them until eventually they seem to run out and we find ourselves at a small clearing.
Well, it appears somebody has been playing a joke on you, Chungers.
I sadly agree. This has been nothing but a wild goose chase. Seems so, Major. I'm sorry for dragging you into this. Let's get back to our beds before we waste any more precious snooze time on this fool. I turn to Floofy Butt and notice that his back is arched and fur has puffed up, making him look even more floofy than usual. Floof. I love Floof.
Floof.
Floofy kitty. Something wrong, Major?
You tell me, human. Does that pile of rocks look suspicious to you?
Amongst mired rock piles, I notice a small, contrived-looking carrot. Floofy Butt's right. It looks far from natural. It looks like it's asking to be expected, Major.
Well, get to it, Chungers. You're the one with the thumbs.
See. I mean, they're right, though. It's like, sir, you have... Yeah, anyway. I begin to dismantle the small mound, rock by rock.
I just had another thought, though. Cats are good at knocking things over, though, aren't they?
True.
Hmm.
Anyway, it's not until the foundation stone is removed that we find a manila envelope. Major, look, It's a letter.
Looks rather large for a letter, my dear. I think you ought to open it.
Here or back at the base?
Having got you this far, I think it's only fair that I have an equal share of the spoils.
Spots? Spoils? I'm gonna say spots. Spoils? Yes. Perhaps we should look right now, Major. As I'm speaking, I've torn into the envelope.
Well, out with it.
Oh, come on. It looks like drawings?
What sort of drawings?
Oh, I hate this. It takes forever. I'm not sure, but they look quite old. Antique, even.
But do they have value, human?
Owl. Do they have owl? I don't know. Probably to someone, they appear to be sketches of people here on the island. Why would somebody lead me to these?
How do you know you were meant to find them?
Because we followed a trail and it led us here?
Actually, the trail ended a while back. This could be a mere coincidence. I hardly see the intrigue in a few old scribbles. They show no artistic flair at all.
Even so, I'm going to hang on to these to see if they prove relevant to whatever mystery is unfolding here on this island. Floofybutt rolls his eyes.
You really ought to focus more on the clues that matter instead of running around in the middle of the night on wild goose chases. Let's head back before anybody discovers you are missing.
I roll the drawings up and lock them into my waistband.
Tuck them.
Tuck them. Shut up. It's blurry. It's bad enough. It's delayed. It's somewhat blurry at times. And tuck them into my waistband. I will study them when I have more time. I think Floofybutt is probably right, but I don't want to miss a trick.
Get some rest now, Chungers.
Still trying to figure out why there's messages, but whatever. Finally, a sensible suggestion. Let's get some sleep. I head after Floofybutt, struggling to keep up. Really need some sleep. Sailing! That's what you were supposed to do, but okay.
Alright, did we do... Okay, so...
Reminder, you can only if you do all 3 pieces of research, you will automatically leave, even if you haven't finished everything else. So you want to get everything else done before you do the last piece of research.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind.
Romance!
Unfortunately, we broke McMurphy's heart because we didn't choose him. But it's okay, our male friend in the next playthrough will choose him.
Yes. Snooty booty!
I love clicking on them and they go,
Yes.
Snooty booty. Snoots? I've been searching for the Sphinx for what feels like ages. For a cat that never seems to move, she's surprisingly difficult to find. I am answered. Why is it eventually by an unintelligible murmur coming from the shade of a nearby tree. Of course, she's sleeping. Snooty booty? Wow. I poke at her gently and try to rouse her. I have something for you. A gift, as it happens.
Oh, human, it's you. Whatever are you doing up and about at this time?
How many cats are you supposed to voice?
Well, you're taking Chungers right now, so I thought I'd go with Snooty Booty.
I mean, that's fine, because I wanted to do I'll do McMurphy. I like McMurphy.
Alright, you can do McMurphy, and then I'll do the male lab tech.
Yeah, sure, that works, I guess.
Yeah, we can switch off.
It's midday, Boots. Snooty stares at me uncomprehendingly. I have an hour for lunch, and I came to spend it with you. But if it's not a convenient time, I could always find something else to do.
Wait, you mentioned a gift?
She should really be, like, snootier. She's old lady, very rich, sophisticated, always had a diamond spoon in her hand, like many sphinxes. So, anyway, well, yes, I suppose. I had the idea when we were drinking, well, when you were drinking from this coconut. I fetched for you the other day. I took some of the remaining coconuts over to the lab and cooked up some coconut oil. Snooty Booty opens her mouth wide. I sit awkwardly, staring at her, unsure exactly what she's doing.
Well, I'm ready to break my fast, human.
I feel like it should be more like, well, I'm ready to break my fast, human.
Well, I'm ready to break my fast, human.
No, the last voice was more ladylike. You need to sound like a lady. You need to sound like a vagina.
Oh gosh. Well, or should I go with old smoker?
No, she's not an old smoker.
Someone who smoked so many cigarettes and sucked so many dicks.
No, that is not Snooty Booty. That is
I
McMurphy.
know.
Now, that is so rude to be Snooty Booty. She's not like those ladies you see at the casino. Hey, honey, come and get me another cigarette, would you? I'm so thirsty. Oh, God, I wish I could have a drink. This is the dry reservation. It fucking sucks. One of those voices. That's not her at all.
Yeah, no. Alright, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I need a little drink. Anyway, it's hard sometimes to know whether to laugh or spit with the spoiled feline. She's spoiled, all right. No, Boots, this isn't for eating. You mentioned how good drinking coconut water is for you, so I thought you might like some coconut oil to rub into your skin. Keep you moisturized and youthful?
Aren't you terribly clever?
I can't help but blush. Snooty Booty rarely compliments anyone, so I feel honored.
You may begin.
Nah, that was more of, you may begin. Snooty Booty lols?
Lols, yes.
Lols. She lols. Lols onto her back, exposing her plump, pink tummy to me. You have a pink, plump tummy. Oh, you want me to rub it in for you? Snooty Booty simply smiles in response. Smile. Well, a please wouldn't go amiss.
Yes, well, I don't want to make a fuss, but I would prefer it if you asked first.
Oh, God. She just... I sigh. There's not much point in arguing with Princess Snooty Booty. I don't think she actually means to be rude. Sometimes she just doesn't seem to understand how to talk to people as equals. That's definitely an understatement, I feel like. She's definitely... very, what's the word?
Snooty.
Okay, yeah, sure, that works.
Stuck
I don't have
up-ish.
the energy. Stuck up-ish, yeah. I don't have the energy to deal with it today. But I made a note that at some point she and I are going to have a little chat about etiquette. I feel like it needs to be more than just a little chat, but sure. May I rub this coconut oil into your skin?
Yes, you may.
I pour some of the pungent liquid into the palm of my hand and rub it together with the other. I have no idea what I'm doing, as I have never massaged anyone before, but I work along the lines of putting suncream on a friend. As I touch the warm, loose skin on Snooty's primordial pouch, I'm struck by how delicate she really is, and I try to be as gentle as possible. Is that okay?
You're very skillful with your hands, human.
Human? Okay.
I do so wish I had those thumb things. They seem so useful.
Yeah, I mean, thumbs are pretty useful. You can
I mean, they're
do
quite
things.
handy. I know that was terrible. Don't even have to go there with me.
I'm in physical pain.
The devs wrote it, not me. I just made it punnier.
Yeah, to say they're quite handy, I mean that's simple, but the fact that you're like they're very handy. Well, gee, they are no shit. It's like, anyway, paws are cool too. Oh God, I can't get head. That fucking handy. They're so handy. I'm just like, stop.
They're so handy. You can give a handy.
Oh, I like that.
Well, that's a double entendre because you can give a hand job or just lend a hand.
Or you can lend a hand giving a hand job.
Oh.
Eh,
Me.
eh. We're two very fucked up men.
Yeah.
But we're fucked up for each other, and that's why it works.
Yes.
Snooty Booty lazily inspects one of her paws.
Do my paws next, will you?
Snooty's skin is reacting well to the treatment, and has become shiny and bent. I see the good it's doing as I move on to massage her paws, but are quite taken aback by the length of her claws. Oh my, your claws are really long. Don't you have a scratch post or anything?
What?
Seems that they don't understand the concept.
Even though cats in the wild oftentimes scratch their claws on trees.
That's true, but I guess this one doesn't. You know, something abrasive to file them on.
Whatever for?
Well, it's part of being a cat, really. Stops them from catching on things. Snooty Booty is peering at me with one judgmental eye open.
Caught on what exactly? You can tell she never leaves the beach, does she?
I don't think so, no. Oh, I don't know, Spoots. Don't worry about it. I'm sure it's fine. Probably.
Oh no, do go on. I'm intrigued. You seem to be implying that there is a degree of neglect in my grooming.
No, I most certainly am not. You are by far the most high maintenance, high groomed cat I've ever seen. In fact, you are the perfect example of a sphinx.
I'm a what, Sphinx?
She's trying to get me to say perfect again. It's hard to keep my face straight. Absolutely perfect, Snoots.
And you're an expert?
Well, I wouldn't call myself that. But I've been reading up on Sphinx cats, and you have all the characteristics of a pedigree.
That's very sweet of you to say so. Reminds me, what would those be?
I hesitated for a moment, trying to remember what pause for thought listed as their top features to look for in a Sphinx. There was a lot of info, and I do want to give her the best bits. Now, do we want to flatter her or be accurate?
She is a fancy lady who likes flattery, I'm assuming.
Yes, flatter her. Oof. Thought you were going to be accurate, and I was going to be like, nope, you fucked it up.
Being
So you're going to
accurate
click
with a fancy lady like herself is a death sentence to your relationship.
I'm accurate with you, and you're accurate with me, I feel like.
We aren't snooty booty. We are
That's
accurate.
true. And we also flatter each other.
Yes, we are nice and accurate two gays in a relationship.
Yes. Unlike most people. Just kidding. I'm sure plenty of people. Then there's the plenty of people that are completely not great.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of those. I've seen them myself. It's not cute.
Yeah. People
Really
get
not.
themselves in shitty relationships and whatever.
Yeah. Sad, really. Especially the ones that stay in those relationships. Because, I think a lot of them feel like they can't go anywhere else. They don't think, I think the saddest ones are the ones that don't think that there's anybody else for them, that they would never be able to find somebody else, even though there absolutely would.
Yeah.
There's always somebody for everybody. There's never necessarily a one, although I feel like you're my one.
Aww.
But
In your mind,
for
babe.
oh, thank you. But for the most part, I feel like for a lot of people, there's no quote-unquote one. There's plenty of people that can enjoy the same interests, can enjoy the this and this, and can turn into a romantic relationship. You just have to go out and find those people. Again, there's over 7 billion people in the world, so it's not like one of those 7 billion isn't going to like the same things you like and is going to be attracted to you in some way or form.
Yeah.
But, so... That's what I'm saying. If you don't like your relationship, get out of there and find somebody who works with you.
Yeah.
A PSA from 2GaysStream.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway. Well, let's see. What to say about Sphinx cats? Well, they're pieces of shit. No, I'm kidding. I have a feeling Snooty Booty would not appreciate some of the common qualities of a Sphinx. You'd be right, including wrinkles and pot bellies. So I decide to cherry pick and dress it up a bit. Yes, that's a smart thing to do, Chungers. Sphinx cats are well known for their beautiful, big eyes. The better to see you with, my dear. And high, prominent cheekbones, just like me. Snooty Booty extends her neck and widens her eyes. She also appears to soften her cheeks, which gives the look of someone who's not wearing their dentures. It's very disconcerting. and they have a very shapely physique. This isn't strictly true. Sphinxes tend to be quite muscular, but something tells me Snooty Booty wouldn't approve of that description. She probably wouldn't, just maybe. Yeah. She has now extended her entire body into what looks like a yoga stretch.
I see. Go on.
I think it's also smart to when you're looking at the way they look in the little like pictures, and I feel like you can kind of interpret what sort of inflection of voice to use, because you can see them either
Yes.
with a happy smile on their face or like very serious and oh yes, go on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, stuff like that. Their skin is soft and buttery. That's such a strange way to describe it. Soft and buttery. It's like your skin's like butter. This is sort of true because they don't have fur to soak up excess oils. Swing cats can become quite greasy. It's recommended that they are patted down with a cloth as part of their regular grooming.
I'm listening.
Well, she's listening. And they're very regal. Regal? Not sure where that word came from, but Snooty Booty seems to be enjoying it. Of course she is. She's being complimented. Of course she's enjoying it.
Well, well, human. It seems you have a vast and accurate knowledge of my kind. I'm rather impressed with you.
Shaking my head. I blush. It's not often that she gives out compliments, but when she does, it makes you feel like $1 million. Thank you. Oh my god, that fucking... Look at that face. That Lenny
Thank you,
face.
Snoot.
Thank you, Snoot. Nyang, 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 nyang. Oh god.
Which prompts me to take what you were saying about my claws far more seriously. Do you think you ought to tend to them?
In what way?
The length. I believe you were suggesting they ought to be trimmed.
I wasn't saying that, but in truth, it's not a bad idea. Perhaps I could help you with that.
A manicure?
That sounds so bad.
Oh my god. A manicure?
I could help you with that.
Oh my god.
Like, it's a cat. It's a cat. It's not a furry game yet. Stop it.
This is not a porn game, right?
No, not that to my knowledge. Although if it was, that would be... Ooh. Could you imagine?
Oh my. I can imagine a
hentai
parody version of this.
Oh
And it would
god, I
be,
don't know.
it would have options.
I don't want to think about those options because that terrifies me. Those options are very terrifying image to think of. Maybe you know what? Or maybe they could do it where the sex scenes were at the end once things have changed and everybody, you know, is in a better place, to say the least.
Yes.
Not to spoil anything. I also, because I bought the game, we both bought the game, but we wanted to play it together. But seeing as how I know we're going to take with this, because we're reading things out, we're doing things slower, we're going to be at this for quite a while, I decided, fuck it, I'll play it myself. I finished it in about 3 nights.
Mm-hmm.
And that's literally not for me, like, reading very quickly, but just being like, click, 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 get through the words, click, 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 click. So, like, I feel like if I take my time, it probably would have taken me a good almost a week. Because there's a lot of story here. But the fact that we're doing it slowly over 2 hours, once every 2 weeks, we're going to be at this a while.
I know.
Not as long as Zero Escape. That much I can definitely say.
Definitely not as long as Zero Escape.
No, you spent a year on Zero Escape. How did we spend a whole year on something Zero Escape? I don't know.
We spent a whole year on Zero Escape. Oh my god.
We did Night in the Woods. We did Jazz Punk. We did. What else did we do? Did we do anything else other than those two before we went into Zero Escape? I don't think so. I think we did random stuff.
We
But
did
yeah,
random stuff.
Yeah, we did random stuff, but we just did those two games, and then the whole fucking year was taken up by
Zero Escape and then little breaks.
Occasional game. Huh?
Zero Escape and then little breaks.
Little breaks of random games and Gmod and stuff.
Yeah, what did we do right before we started the last game?
What do you mean? Oh yeah, that's right. We did take a break to do what did we do? Hold on. I can look.
I'm forgetting. Normally, with other YouTubers, watching them and seeing them forget what series they have done, I'm like, it's just like, oh my god, I see what's wrong now. I've done so much shit, I forget about it.
Well, it's not even that we've done so much shit. We just did so much. Zero Escape.
I know.
It's terrifying.
I
don't want to see this. Oh god, this is scary.
What?
Hold on, I'll send it to you.
Oh god.
It's the thumbnail. It's see Taylor Swift. Or as, Nicki Minaj says, Trailer Swaft. God, that reminds me of the best joke. Who said that? Trailer Swaft. Who? Trailer Swaft. Who? Trailer? I know what you said, I just don't know who that is. Love that. Anyway, let me... Oh, you're not on Discord. Let me send... Oh, duh, I would send it... Well... Oh, wait, I know. You can just check your phone. I'll send it through WhatsApp, because I don't feel like sending it through Skype.
Okay.
Look, I'm lazy, okay?
I mean, that works with me.
And it's easier to send it through here anyway, so... WhatsApp, album, and Discord. Oh! Why did I do that? I thought I downloaded an image. It's a YouTube link. There we go.
Well, that means I don't think I got to see the thumbnail.
Oh, damn.
Oh, wait, hold on. I do see the thumbnail on the side. What the fuck was that?
That's from Cats, the upcoming Cats movie.
Oh my god.
Based on the Broadway musical, and they're all, like, in weird cat suits, but it's not cat suits, it's, like, cat CGI, like, you know how they do that, like that guy who, Andy Serkis, when he does the Rise of the Apes or whatever, like that, but furry.
Yeah. Where it's motion capture, basically, and then they motion capture, edit overlays, kind of.
Yeah, it's just, oh my god, that looks so weird. I hate it. I mean, it's not much better in the Broadway show, but it's not like
I mean, in the Broadway show, it is literally just makeup and furry pieces of cloth.
And furs.
Yes.
Furry suits, basically, yeah. There, it's at least a little more simple. This is just, again, slightly terrifying.
Cat person, it's starting to go into the uncanny valley.
God, I don't know what to make of it. I just also, and I think funny enough, normally we go off track, but for once this kind of actually works because we're playing a cat game, so
I know.
It actually works. What did we? Edna and Harvey. That's what we did.
Right, we did the Edna and Harvey games.
That's right. We did the first two games. Then we took a break to do both Edna and Harvey games. Then we went into the last Zero Escape game.
Right, it's been so long. We didn't
I'd like
spend
to
too
point.
long on the Edna and Harvey games, right?
No, we only did 12. We only did 12. Edna and there's only 12 Edna and Harvey videos
Yeah, for
compared
both of
to. I
them.
mean, great. You're comparing that to 46 Zero Escape games.
I
Just
know.
for people wondering how we've been streaming this, we started. We started the Zero Escape franchise with the very first one. All the way back in the first game. Yay! On February 1st, 2018. We finished with Zero Time Dilemma on June 13th, 2019. 1 year and
5
what?
months.
4 months? 5 months. 5 months. 5 months.
4.5, really.
Granted, 4.5. Really, that's true. Now, granted,
Granted,
there were
3 months
there were
in the
breaks.
interim, plus some extra weeks, were filler. Filler break.
There were some fillers. I was gonna say, yeah, there was some filler, which was just because we were doing so much. I mean, to be fair, if we just did,
If we just did
because
Zero Escape, it still would have taken over a year.
I don't. Wow, did we really do it? Wow, so that went until. Hold on, because I want to see how many months this cancels out.
Well, actually, no, it wouldn't have
Let's
taken
see.
over a year because 46 streams. Yeah, that's not quite
Because we
a
did
full year.
no, because then from November to February we did Edna and Harvey.
Yeah.
So that's November, December, January, February. So 4 months cut out, plus the interim of weekly bonus, probably just under a year, but still.
I know. We spent so long doing Zero Escape. Virtue's
But
last
it's
reward took
done.
so long.
But it's done. We did it.
I
Now we
know.
can move on to Danganronpa, and that'll take fucking forever.
Oh my god, Danganronpa in the future. Oh god. You will need to take solid breaks between every game.
Nah, we can do the first two real fast. I did the first two real fast, for me anyway. But again, I tend to play games, if I'm not streaming it or recording it, I'm just playing it to get through it. Unless it's like Kingdom Hearts or anything made by Square Enix, really. I love just playing those games because they make you feel like when I play Kingdom Hearts and when I play the Final Fantasy X and X-2, I love playing those games fully. It's just it's good games. They make good games that you don't just want to get through it and be like, oh, cool, here's this part of the story now I can play. I don't care about the story. I don't care about this. I don't care about this. You want to enjoy the whole experience. I don't feel like a
Yeah.
lot of games tend to do that in general, at least for me. So
Yeah.
anyway, why don't we get back to our conversation with Snooty Booty trying to romance her?
I know. A manicure? What a marvelous idea. Let's say tomorrow. Same time?
Well, if I can get away. Come on, load up. There we go. I feel like she's played me. I mean, she kinda did, but you also suggested it yourself, so it's not like, you
Hmm.
know.
You really are most kind. Thank you, human.
Most kind, most kind, most kind. And with those few words, my heart is a puddle at her feet. A puddle. A powder. A powder.
A puedo.
Oh, oh my god. Bob's
Puedo.
gonna Bob's gonna get on her ass. You're doing the baby voices again.
Oh god.
I hate when you do the baby voices. It's funny. Love it. Anyway, what should we do today? Why don't we get another research in? Or a recon? We can do a second research if we
We
want.
can't do
just don't have
recon
to do
yet.
a third one until.
Yeah. Research!
Research!
Research 5. Time to round up some rowdy kitties.
Kitties! Oh,
Kitties!
I love kitties. Luce, I wish my cat was here. I love kitties.
Oh.
It was a sunny afternoon. Most of the cats are lazing about on the beach. Perfect, like shooting fish in a barrel. Don't shoot fish in the barrel, poor fishies. I double-checked my supply list. Crate, treats, sedative, snare, catnip, antiseptic cream for myself. Poppers. People in Dragula server will get that joke. I've got everything. Everything? Do you have everything? I have a sick
But are
feeling.
poppers necessary for lesbians?
Poppers are necessary for everyone. Poppers are a way of life. Not that I've ever tried them, I just know of them and decided to. I've never tried poppers in my life, and you can't prove I have or haven't. I'm just kidding, I haven't. I've seen the effect they have on people. It's quite interesting.
Yeah.
It's freaky to say the least. Not like a bad way, just like a wow.
It's just like so sudden?
Oh yeah. I mean it's I don't know, it's I'd rather not go into detail about. If you're watching this and under 18, ignore this entire conversation and get off of our channel. Just kidding. If you're over 18 and you don't know what they are, go look them up for yourself.
You will find information about them.
TBH, you could probably they probably have a Wikipedia page. I wonder if they have a Wikipedia page. Where's my tablet? They probably have a Wikipedia page.
Oh, the side tangents of this stream.
I enjoy when we have side tangents.
I know, and to be fair, frankly, I blame those for adding at least an extra week or two per game. Depends on the game.
That's true.
For longer games, it's a week or two. Sometimes it's just like, oh, we could have saved a stream or made a stream last long or whatever, but yeah.
Yep.
Of course they do.
Right. Popper is a slang term given broadly to the chemical class alkaline nitrites that are inhaled. It is used for practicing purposes to facilitating things by increasing blood flow and relaxing certain muscles. Or for recreational drug purposes, typically for the higher rush the drugs can create. Poppers have been historically used for sexual encounters, initially with the gay community. A quote saying, if you trace the bottle of amyl, a type of alkaline nitrate, through the late 20th century, you trace the legacies of gay culture and popular culture in the 20th century. Interesting.
TLDR, it makes sex easier for some people.
Yeah, basically. And
yeah.
Makes them go much longer, and it's very, very strange.
Yes.
Very strange, but that's not our department. We don't use drugs. Well, he uses Adderall, but
I have a prescription for that shit, and it's a tightly regulated fucking prescription at that. I have to pick it up the day I run out of pills. So like, imagine not being able to pick up your prescription the day you run out because you're busy or something.
Oh,
just
God.
I've had to deal with that most months. It's garbage.
Oh, poor babe.
But I gotta make do because stupid ass Schedule 2 or Schedule 1 drugs. Those are the ones that are most tightly regulated. Oh yeah, no, it's Schedule 2 for prescription drugs like Adderall. But just, ugh. Anyway, do you want to continue reading?
I mean, I can. I'm honestly interested. I'm just listening to you. It's fun. But
Aw.
yes, I have a sick feeling in my tummy. I ignore it as best I can. Well, what else are you going to do about it? There we go. This is going to be a challenge, but I'm pleased the professor is trusting me with more physical tasks. That sounds vaguely sexual, and I don't like it. I walk out onto the beach, feeling like the child catcher. Wow, good reference there.
Is that a reference to Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
I believe it is.
Ah, I knew I recognized it. Also, isn't that just a terrible reference?
I don't know, but come on, children, come get your lollies.
Oh, God.
That's terrifying. If you don't know what the children catcher is, either go watch Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, or if you want to know what a modern day child catcher is, just go watch Chris Hansen's How to Catch a Predator.
Okay, yeah. Well, let's be fair, remember the child catcher was, like, catching children for, any type of indentured servitude.
Yeah, but
It could
that still
mean,
doesn't
sex trafficking, or just, getting someone to scrape out your chamber pot. Which was worse.
You say scrub out your chamber pot. You're not making it much better for yourself.
Did I stutter? People like that existed. They were terrible. Anyways.
This conversation has gotten very strange.
I know. I guess I shouldn't have mentioned chamber pots. Okay, let's ignore that. It was someone's job to clean them out.
But again, when you say chamber pots...
What? Chamber pots.
Ooh, God, clean out my chamber pot.
Are you asking me to sexually douche you?
I mean, when you say clean out your chamber pots...
Oh my God.
Honestly,
I'm never getting monetized, and I don't care, because this is great conversation.
Ma'am, we don't need to become... YouTube is not that great with that stuff anyway. We don't need to be monetized. There are things such as Patreon, dear. And that works out a lot better for people.
Yeah.
So we'll be having a Patreon sit. Just kidding. We don't have enough people to do that.
No.
I think when we get to like 1,000 subscribers, then we'll make a Patreon.
Yeah.
Although I have no clue what we're going to be able to do on it.
Bonus content? Maybe.
I mean, bonus content, but also probably like what normal people do, which is like, videos first, or, you get them a day before it's actually uploaded or whatever.
Yeah. Maybe private private extra live streams.
Because they do that. Yeah, that's true. Over 18 live stream. Yeah. No. Over 18, where we read sexy stories in ASMR.
Oh my gosh, that actually sounds like a great reward.
Yeah, it does, I bet. It was fun when Mel did it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she read some Sly Cooper fan fiction in
ASMR.
God. And it was fucking... It was a fucking experience. The Mel
it sounds like it.
She runs Cocktails and Consoles, which is now part of Arcade Tavern, but she also has a separate channel on YouTube called Cooking from Scratch. Go check her out. Love her to death. Love you, Mel, if you ever watch this. I don't know if you will, but if you do, hi.
Hi.
Anyway, I keep reminding myself that I'm doing this for the greater good, even if it makes me unpopular with the cats. I set up the crate in an unsuspecting location and keep the snare hidden behind my back. As I first stroll around, trying to look as casual as possible, whistling a tune as I walk Yes, I walk. Getting close to one of the smaller cats, I start to stroke her. I want this to be as painless as possible. The cat responds to me. She even starts to purr gently. Oh, I would never be able to do this. I'd be like, no, you poor kitty, I can't. Are you gonna come with me? So, love it. Big, wide, loving eyes. Oh, so cute. Come on, then. Come on, Vogue. Pick up the cat and carry her to her crate and place. Why did it have to stop at place? Come on. There we go. Place her gently inside and lock it shut even though the cat makes no attempt to escape. Well, that went better expected. This may be a good day after all. We can hope, but I highly doubt it. Sadly.
Kittens tend to be more docile, and they're like, "What's this?"
Oh, it's this.
Oh boy, one of the slightly larger cats.
Time to kill the large. Oh dear. This isn't going to be fun. I am embroidered by my success. Hey, matey. Matey. Wow. Hi, matey.
Hmm?
Sorry, the way she's like, hi, matey. Hello, matey. Hello?
Yeah. I'm just
okay,
like,
just
to bite my lower lip because that kind of looks like the face that she's making, even though I know she just has open smile, like teeth smile, but that's what it looks like because of the art style. And no lower lip.
Hey, matey, shall we get in the basket? I give him a little shake, or stroke. He doesn't respond badly, although he doesn't seem particularly moving. I put my hands on either side of his body, ready to pick him up. He doesn't look happy about it, and has a warning. Hey, it's gonna be okay. Hey, it's gonna be okay. Hey, Jesus. It's gonna be okay. We're just going on a little trip. That doesn't ever go down well.
Oh no.
As soon as I start to lift, all hell breaks loose. Oh my god. All hell is breaking loose. Yowling and hissing, he scratches my arms to ribbons as I try to get him into the basket. But he stretches out, and I can't fit him in.
Our arms fall apart. Just skin and bones now.
Not even skin. Literally just bones.
And flesh ribbons.
And flesh ribbons.
Ugh, that's a terrible, gross imagery. I just imagine bones and like imagine bones and like a mummy made up of only bones and the linen just falling off. But instead of normal linen, it's skin. How lovely!
Well, that sounds fucking terrible. Thank you ever so much.
You're welcome. My brain dreams up the worst imagery.
Yeah, apparently. That's fucking awful, honey.
There's other creepy ass shit that I've come up with in the past, but yeah. I don't remember it because usually I just forget it because it's like spur of the moment gross as shit. Like your skin just turning into ribbons. Ugh.
Yeah.
Let's continue.
That's terrible. Oh my goodness.
I hope I haven't scared you off.
I don't know how to respond.
Oh,
Very
God.
uncomfortable. I think you might want to take over for a little bit.
Sorry, babe.
I think I'm gonna take a break for a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just going to reflect on life now.
Oh. Oh. Oh, ow. Oh, no. I know when I'm defeated and I have to let him go. He scampers off off into the distance. He scampers off into the distance. I look down at my ravaged arms. Note to self: wear long sleeves when on caging duty.
But sleeves, there's no arms left for you to put sleeves onto.
At least until you roll. At least until you coil them back up.
Oh God.
God, yeah, it's terrible. Okay, by the way, there's no recon options left, right? Oh,
No.
choose again. Right, rest.
Yeah, you don't want. Do you want to kill yourself? I would like to see that
Yeah,
ending.
no.
Honestly, you don't want to kill yourself. Okay.
You had a lovely nap and wake up feeling revitalized. Your energy has been restored. Magic!
Magic. But yeah, I think I'm gonna take a break because I don't know how to feel about any of the stuff you said. I feel very uncomfortable right now.
How about some romance to spice up your life?
Wow, what was that?
That was a hiccup.
It was a very high-pitched hiccup. Like that. Okay, I guess I kind of have to take over again, even though
Well,
I
you
really
can
don't
do
want
Snooty Booty voice.
Sure, whatever.
I mean, I feel like you have a better Snooty Booty voice, honestly.
I mean, it's not like it makes a difference. Our arms are going to fall off into coils any day now.
Oh, God.
Our arms
Oh.
will just shred into little pieces and fall off. Oh, God. We're all gonna die.
Our skin will just be unwrapped. Ah!
God, you are. Oh God, I wonder what I'm gonna do with you.
Fuck me into submission?
Yeah, okay, that works. Yeah. Anyway, you can take what's his name?
Chungers.
Yeah, Chungers. You can take Chungers. Chungers. Chungers.
Hey, Snoots. Fancy seeing you here.
Really? But this is my spot. Human, I'm often to be found here.
I let it go because I'm so excited about what I brought. Take a hand. Hold up my fist in front of Snooty Booty.
Oh, a game. How merry.
She stretches out her paw in the direction of my left hand. Ta-da! I happen to reveal a piece of coarse stone that I cut up in the lab.
What a lovely rock you have there.
It's a coarse stone. I thought it would work well as a nail file.
Nice. What the hell is that?
What?
It was weird noise, but
Oh, I I was adjusting my laptop screen and I must have bumped it a little too hard.
Ah, that makes sense. But, that's just me. Anywhoozle, what a clever thing you are.
That's not even the best bit. Look, I opened the other fist to reveal my fantastic find.
Oh my. What is that thing?
It's nail polish. I found it in the lab. I have no idea who it could belong to, honestly. And honestly, I don't like to think too much about it, but I figured I could borrow it for one short hour without anybody missing it. And it looks like just your color. I squint at the bottom of the bottle. It's called Desire. Hearts. This is the first time Chungers has hearts. Chunger
Oh, yes.
heart.
It happens with all of them. They'll become all lovey-dovey and be like, oh, I love you. I love you.
In the course of 5 dates.
Yes. I raise... Oh, that's you.
I raise my eyebrows at the Sphinx.
Like she doesn't already have her eyes completely raised, but... Oh, nail polish, you say? Show me, human.
She suddenly seems more interested. I thought I could try giving you a salon-style manicure, befitting a lady.
Most sweet of you. Now, shall we sort the snacks and drinks first?
Oh, well, I came straight from work, so I didn't really...
Oh, never mind. It won't take you more than a minute to fetch a coconut, and then we shall begin.
I can't believe I'm actually doing her bidding. You have to hand it to her. That air of entitlement actually certainly gets her what she wants. I'm back quickly and out of breath. Within minutes, we settle into our session. Tell me if this feels at all uncomfortable, Snitz. I've never done this before, so guidance would be most helpful.
Moving to the next thing. It's surprisingly satisfying. I can see why other cats might engage in the process of scratching at trees and rocks. I've always thought they were hunting for termites, the little scavengers.
Next foot. I have finished her hind legs and I'm on to the final front paw. This stone works really well. Did I tell you how I cut it in the lab?
No. Come on. I hate when it's slow. Anyway, I don't believe you did. So how does this nail polish work? Is it like paint?
I ignore her rudeness. Exactly. Paint it on and wait for it to dry. I've never painted someone's nails before, so this will be a new experience for both of us. Oh my goodness. I open the bottle and make the first stroke. Try to keep as still as possible.
I'm sure that'll be interesting to see them try to stay still. To say the least. Anyway, I think you will find I'm statuesque. I am statuesque. Anyway, your hand is less so.
I know. Sorry, your nails are just so tiny. I'm trying to color within the lines.
What lines?
Never mind. I guess it's a human thing.
it's really a human thing, but I'm not sure I care for the smell of this nail polish. Yuck. Blech.
Really, I quite like it. It reminds me of pear drops.
Of what?
Oh, sorry. Another human thing. Oh, look though. Your paws look fantastic. The long sleek talons are glinting shiny red in the sunlight.
Look at those beautiful paws.
Yes, with that bangle on her wrist.
Yes. Oh my. I am spectacular.
She extends her claws momentarily and presses them into my arm. Not enough to puncture, but if I tried to move, it would hurt. For the first time, I appreciate what lethal weapons they could be. I must keep that in mind. So, come on then. I take out my catalog.
Come on, what?
Pose for the camera.
Oh, goodness. I hadn't realized this was going to be a photography session also. How exciting.
Yes, well, I'm going to have to remove that varnish before I go, so I thought it would be nice for you to have a photo.
Remove it?
The Sphinx cat looks appalled.
Whatever for?
Oh, Snoots, I'm sorry. Didn't I say? I can't leave it on you permanently. It would impede the natural retraction of your claws.
Then I shall leave them extended.
You can't do that.
Babe,
I did. What?
this is your line, isn't it?
Oh, her expression darkens. Oh my gosh.
Thank you. I beg your pardon. I thought you a moment I heard you tell me what I can't do. Surely I was mistaken. Do we remove the varnish or compromise?
Compromise. No, Snoots, you heard me perfectly well. I must insist that you allow me to remove it.
We will compromise. And make sure you check with me before you click any of them. I mean, so far you've been right twice, but I'd rather just make sure that I have the last say, seeing as how I've played them, and I know what to do.
True.
You click the wrong decision, you're not going to have a love at the end of this.
Ooh! A fight over nail polish!
That's right. Insist?
Her forehead wrinkles with her raised eyebrow. I need to trim carefully here. Ask your permission. Please may I remove the varnish now?
It does not make sense. Why do it in the first place?
I know how much you enjoy things like this, pampering. I thought it would be a fun thing for us to share. You had fun, didn't you?
Well, yes, but I certainly wouldn't had I known you were just going to taunt me.
I wasn't doing it to taunt you, Boots. She seems genuinely upset. I'm sorry. There was an awkward standoff, her eyeing the rubbing alcohol, me eyeing her claws. I racked my brains to think of a way to compromise with her. Perhaps if I had tried appealing to her sense of style? I wonder if you'd like to try something. I don't know why I didn't do it in the first place, actually. I'm so forgetful sometimes.
You're wittering.
Well, just before I came to the island, there was a craze sweeping the fashion world. I can tell I've caught her attention. I read all about it in Bon Vivant magazine.
Go on.
It's a French thing, apparently. Cindy Booty cocks her head to the side. It's called, the Pinky Flick.
It is such a... that pinky flick. Flitchy Rose. Or Rose.
Flesh Rose.
Flesh Rose.
She's going for it. I feel encouraged. I'm thinking on my feet. Feet. All the celebrities are doing it.
Doing what exactly?
Having their pinky nail painted. Well, their other nails are left natural.
Just one nail?
She looks intrigued. Yes, it really does look so striking and a la mode.
Show me.
Bullseye. I go to take Snooty's paw in mine, but she snatches it away.
Yeah. No. Show me.
I pause, uncertain of what she means. Then the penny drops. She wants me to paint my own pinky nail with desire. Oh, gladly. I suppose I should have expected Snooty Booty to attempt to groom me at some point. Here goes. I swipe some of the bright red polish on my left pinky. What do you think? Looks, a la mode, right? I held my pinky finger to the corner of my mouth coyly.
Just imagine her and like Pinky like, look at me. Well, I do suppose it rather does look fetching. I'll make a deal with you, human. I will wear my nails a la mode if you promise to keep yours painted for the rest of your stay here.
It's a deal. I doubt that such a tiny amount of varnish will cause her too much harm. It will come off naturally quite soon anyway. Mine, on the other hand, is going to be more permanent. I can't wait to explain this to Professor Plopper.
I mean, nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Why not have some nail polish?
Yes.
You want to look pretty?
Yes. More romance!
Yes, more romance, as a lot of the time when there's a piece of recon you can't get yet, usually you get it through another romance dialogue.
True.
Anyway, be a dear, would you?
Snooty Booty is in the habit now of holding out a limp, manicured paw for me to massage. I resignedly oblige.
Oh, do you know, that reminds me. I have something for you.
Something for me?
Oh, look at your mouth agape.
She really is a snoot.
Do close it. You'll embarrass us both.
And catch flies. I'm sorry, I just didn't expect you to ever think of me when I'm not with you.
Ooh, she read her.
But I don't think she cares.
Ha! You do make me laugh, human.
Oh, she does.
You do make
Her heart isn't just cold, dead gold.
Yes, anyway, oh my. Are you serious? Well, I'll have you know I think of you a great deal. You are my most faithful subject, don't you know? If you want your gift, carry me further down the beach, and I'll show you where I hid it.
Cradling the hairless cat like a baby, I stroll barefoot along the beach. Snooty Booty directs me with a wave of her paw every now and then. After a while, she loudly commands that I stop and put her down.
Here.
Snooty says with her angular level of enthusiasm, pointing a perfectly filed paw at a mound of sand.
I buried it.
I suppose you want me to dig it up then, Boots?
Huh. You always know what to say to make me laugh, human. It's quite a talent, I tell you.
With a sigh, I start digging. Thankfully, she didn't bury it very deep, and after a few seconds, I found a small object wrapped in a silk scarf.
What could this be? We wouldn't want sand getting into it, would we, dear?
Snooty Booty says with a small smile. I carefully open the flimsy silk bundle and turn the contents over in my hands. It's a little black tub with a plain label stuck to it that says Skin Cream P103.
Do you love it?
What is it?
Oh dear, can you not read?
Yes, it says skin cream, but I don't exactly know what that entails.
Oh, you see, one massages skin cream into one's skin.
Yes, I understand that, Boots. But whose is this? Where did you find it?
Well, it's yours now, human.
I roll my eyes and further inspect the tub. It's very small and plain, with no cosmetic logo or name to be found. I pop up in the plastic lid, and sure enough, it's full to the brim with goop. I scoop out with my index finger and smell it. It smells disgusting, like bin juice or something. Boots, I can't put this on my skin. I'll attract all sorts of bugs and wildlife.
Oh, come now. We must suffer for beauty, mustn't we?
What is in this stuff? Booty, where did you get it from?
All I ask is that you try some on your skin and tell me you don't see instant results.
Oh, Snooty, have you been using this stuff?
Of course.
Without knowing where it's from?
But I know exactly where it's come from.
Well, then will you please let me in on the secret?
Oh, calm down, human. You'll give yourself more wrinkles. Let us take a moment to ponder how my generosity in giving you a thoughtful gift. It has developed into you interrogating me in such a brutish manner. It makes me think of something like, get
Booty
somebody
Booty,
to...
I do apologize, and think of you sincerely. Of course, I am touched by your generosity and consideration. However, I am also quite concerned for your welfare. Did you take this thing from the lab?
Waiting for it to load. Oh no, not at all.
Thank goodness.
I got it from out back. The stockpile behind the lab. You know, where the fire pits are.
You mean the incinerators? Snooty, did you take this from the toxic waste bins?
I have no idea what they're called, but they routinely give forth the most incredible produce. Waste is indeed a fitting word.
I think you'll find toxic as the objective word in that title, Snoots. The contents of those bins are meant to be burned. But why are they burning skin cream? I further scrutinize the tub and consider that it really is some kind of beauty product. This makes no sense. Actually, Princess, this is a fantastic present. I'm going to take it right now for further examination. Thank you so much for this.
Well, finally a little gratitude.
I am very grateful.
Well, you can report back to me with how splendid you look after a few applications.
Oh, I will. One thing though, Snooty, just to be clear, have you been using this?
But of course I wouldn't recommend something without trying it first myself.
No problems?
As you can see, human, my skin is as smooth and clear as porcelain.
Yes. So why would they want to incinerate it?
Speak up, human, you're mumbling.
Nothing, Snooty. I just need your word that you will not use any more products that you find near the lab again, okay?
Oh, I see your game, human. You want to be the fairest of them all, eh?
No, that's not it.
Very well, human. I shall go au natural for a while. And while you will see without even a touch of skin cream, I'm still radiant as a star.
Okay, Snooty. Challenge accepted?
Indeed.
Hmm. Alright then. Yas, new unlocks! Recon
I
16!
love the Yas new unlocks because it's just Yas, but also look at how happy those kitties look.
Yas! That reminds me of the
Yeah.
Vine where it's just Yas! Yas! Yas!
You saying Yas is weird.
Yas!
Please stop.
Recon!
I feel uncomfortable. Wait. Oh, okay, we're good. We don't need to
Yes.
rest.
It would have told us.
That's true.
I'm worried about the skin cream Snooty found. I'd feel a lot better if I took some time to analyze it.
Time for you to just do some voices by yourself, thank God.
If Snooty Booty found this skin cream up by the incinerator, that raises a lot of questions. Why are there cosmetics here in the first place? I decided to run some tests on it. Snooty Booty developed some nasty welts after using this cream. Oh. Nasty welts, you say? Clear
Nasty
as
welts,
porcelain, you say? I want to see what it's made from. I have a feeling this is not something the professor would want me to be poking around in, so I've come to the lab late at night to make sure I don't get any unwanted attention. I'm quickly able to identify a number of common natural skincare ingredients, like shea butter and chamomile, but there are some other components that I can't immediately identify. What else could be in this stuff? I run the sample through the data.
Shea butter.
I run the sample through the database of organic compounds to see if there are any matches. There are. Cat urine? I'd better not share that little discovery with Snooty Booty. I decide to check for any clues by the incinerators. Maybe I can find out a little bit more about where these things are coming from. At the back of the tent area, there are a couple of large pits that are used for the disposal of harmful waste from the lab. There's nothing incinerating right now, so I can dig around a little in the smoldering ashes. I'm tentatively moving the debris around a stick. So far, it just seems to be soot and cinders, no clues.
Ashes. Why does that make me laugh? Smoldering ashes. Warm drawers.
Warm drawers, smoldering ashes, boiling water.
Oh my god.
Slurping man.
Oh my.
Suddenly the silence is disrupted by the sound of someone entering the lab. I make myself scarce by crawling around the far side of a nearby bush. As luck would have it, I happen to have ended up at an ideal vantage point to be able to see into the lab through a gap in the canvas.
Because of course we did.
Oh! Two men enter with a large crate. I recognize them as the ferryman and his son. Professor Popper is with them. He directs them to place the crate on the worktop. The professor reaches in and brings out a small tub that looks identical to the one Snooty Booty found. My guess is that this is the next batch for testing. The professor stops what he's doing abruptly and looks at his catalog. I presume he is receiving a phone call. He dismisses the two men with a wave of his hand. As soon as they're gone, he turns his attention to the catalog. He looks anxious as he speaks. Yes, they've just been delivered. I shall make a start first thing tomorrow morning. Yes, madam. I certainly will, madam. With all due respect, I do understand the urgency, but I'm sure you understand the need for thoroughness. I can assure you it will be ready for the deadline. Testing on sample 104 is going far more smoothly than 103. The improvements are very encouraging. There's a long silence. From the expression on his face, I imagine he is being lectured. It's very important to cross-check it with data here. The island itself has a significant effect on the samples. We shall have some tests left to do. We still have some tests left to do. We are making progress, of course. I shall let you know straight away. The call ends abruptly. Presumably, Madam, whoever, cut him off. He looks angrier than I've ever seen him. He marches out of the lab and heads off in the direction of his tent. Sneak away from the bushes and head back to my own tent. I can continue with my investigations another time. Uh-huh.
Dun dun dun.
Well, now we
it's
should
time
rest. Oh. Now let me see. Is that everything I need? I'll refer to my mom's recipe. Nana's original granola, amended by Mum. Large rolled oats, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, sunflower seeds, walnuts, roughly chopped, flaked almonds, pecans, roughly chopped, dried apricots, dried cherries or cranberries, banana chips, sunflower oil, cinnamon, honey, salt, and coconut shavings.
Oh, honey.
Wait, did I forget to order the coconut? I rummage about the supply box that arrived this morning until my hands find the bag they're searching for. Coconut shavings are a necessity, though to be fair, you could have gone and found an actual coconut out on the island, right? Shaved it fresh yourself. Drank some delicious coconut juice. Anyway, wait. Even if I had forgotten them, I'm on an island with an abundance of fresh coconuts. Still getting used to island life. I set the oven to 150°C and leave it to heat up while I measure out the rolled oats. I have quadrupled the quantities so that, hopefully, it will last the whole summer. It seems vast compared to how much I make at home, but it would be disastrous if I ran out. Homemade granola is an absolute essential. Let's see if it can survive. I mix the dry ingredients together in a large bowl, and then add the wet to form a golden moist consistency. I've actually added a splash more oil than suggested. The mixture was feeling a bit drier than usual. Probably because it spent a little extra time on the ship, but that's fine. Next, I spread it evenly on a baking tray lined with parchment, partly to save the washing up, and whack it in the oven for 20 to 30 minutes, checking often because the seeds tend to burn quicker than I expect. The smell always drives me crazy. Toasty, warm, homey. I miss my mom. Once done, I add the fruit as it dries and cools, put it into several large glass storage jars, making sure to stuff fistfuls into my mouth as I do. Lovely. Homemade granola.
Saving.
Romance!
We can do one more romance, and maybe, well, I don't know if we'll have time. I was going to say we can do the last romance, and then maybe we can end it here, or if we're just fast enough, we can finish out the first person's
chapter.
story.
The first chapter?
Yes. Ah, the delicacy of a moment is sometimes only matched by the beauty of the moonlight's reflection on the sea.
Snooty Booty turns her big, shining silver eyes up to meet mine.
Look at those eyes. Human, I have lived a long life, and only the first of 9, don't you know? It has been much the same, as far back as my fragile memory reaches. Seeing the moon reflected on the sea would mean only if I had stayed awake too long, and that I shall see that same shade of gray reflected in circles under my eyes the next day. You okay?
I'm just reading the next line.
Okay, however, seeing how you conduct yourself, human, with the grace of a drunken fruit fly, and yet the confidence of a red-bottom mandrill, has left me quite inspired. You do not care one bit. and or about how you look.
I subtly try to comb my hair with my fingers as Snooty Booty turns her attention back to the moon.
I have found that since meeting you, that when one cares less about one's appearance, one finds the capacity to care more about, well, other things.
Is that so, Boots?
Quite so. Human indeed, I have found it rather freeing to bathe in salt water, something which not long ago would have caused me to turn grey with anxiety in the same vein. In the same vein, I feel I am owed some thanks for teaching you a thing or two about proper skincare.
Snooty, your demand that I use a night cream caused me to break out in hives.
But once they subsided, you were left with a very healthy glow.
I sigh.
Chungers?
Yes, Snooty Booty?
There is a poem I half remember. The words have become irrelevant, but the sentiment is so enduring that it's almost enough to cause me to weep at the thought of it. Music is also like that, don't you find? And the smell of and smell, all of the senses, in fact, are the palette that colors our experiences and leaves an inedible mark on the soul.
That's beautiful.
Human, I believe you and I are both aesthetics.
Estates.
Oh,
We're what?
we share an artist's appreciation of the
Sagissant.
sedescent, whatever.
And what?
Again, we should really just have Bobbert here so he can explain the French words. Really, do try to keep up.
I can tell I'm somewhat spoiling a mood here, so I keep my mouth shut and try to look engaged. Oh,
Oh, I have suffered on this god-forsaken island for lack of many things, but nothing has quite matched the pain of feeling alone, not having a companion to share the more delicate sensibilities that life has to offer. And I think Mother's home. I just heard her car beep. Yep, that's a car beeping. So forgive me if I may go mute for a minute. An alluring scent, a vibrant hue, a Epicurean delight. All the subtle joys that are wasted on the more uncivilized cohabitants. It has been like air to my suffocation, sharing time with you, human.
yes, thank you. I enjoy our time together too.
You can, if you don't mind, keep reading. I'm going to mute myself for a minute.
And so, she plows on through. She plows on as though I am an interruption. I feel that together you and I might create something rather wonderful. Oh? A masterpiece! Oh, right, a masterpiece. Out of what? Out of us, human. A union. A joining together of souls. I don't know. A marriage of hearts and minds. Are you saying what I think you're saying, Snooty? I am saying that I am fond of you, enough to give me cause to believe that we may be able to commit to each other in the time-honored tradition of love, human. Oh. Oh, wow. I am assuming, of course. There is only one right answer here. I love you too. I love you too. Well, I'm amazed. What you're saying is more than I could have hoped for. So it is agreed, human? You shall dote on me as my equal from now on? Absolutely. I am 100% about the doting. Snooty can certainly keep that part of this agreement. I'm a little more suspicious about the equal part somehow. But as we sit together, admiring the huge orange moon, I feel quietly confident that she will learn with time and a patient teacher. And a lover. Relationship goals, Snooty Booty. Well, that was rather charming.
Yes, wasn't it, dear? And you'll get achievements for everybody that we see in romance. It's so lovely. Unfortunately, I don't think we have enough time to finish out this chapter.
How long does the last research take?
I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't take long. I'm not saying it does take long. It's just because it's. Well, I mean, you can go for it if you want.
We have 9 minutes, so I'm gonna say
All right, let's go.
I'm
Well,
I'm
just
ready.
read.
I'm ready.
Then you just read very fast.
Research 12. A slow day today. I've only got to organize a few samples from previous field trips. Well, I don't think this will just be sample organizing.
I've got to
Today.
do some cooking anyway. So, like I said, just keep reading.
Okay, babe. Mwah.
I'll be back in for the outro.
Okay. Today, I'm in the lab doing flora research. It's not the most exciting job, but if I keep my head down, I can get through it quickly enough. It really just consists of unpacking the new samples of plants and flowers that the professor and I have collected on our foraging expeditions and logging them into the database of organic substances of the computer. Most of them are commonplace plants that grow abundantly in the forest, but occasionally we come across something more rare, exotic even. One of the samples I'm looking at today is Calendula incana maritima, which is a very interesting indeed. I can't help speculating that it's been cultivated in the marigold's little greenhouse and then transplanted to open ground. Oh! Duh, they're marigolds from the marigolds. Huh. I guess they actually grow orange flowers. Are the marigolds somehow connected to the cat thing? We'll find out in the future, I'm guessing. I'm distracted momentarily by the sound of clinking glass, and I turn to see the beautifully manicured paw of a sphinx cat tapping on a beaker, nudging it perilously close to the edge of the counter. Snooty Booty! Are you reverting to a basic house cat behavior? Boots, stop that. You're not supposed to be in here. She laughs as though I've told a joke. That's a frightfully pretty flower. Calendula incana maritima, if I'm not mistaken. You never cease to amaze me, Boots. How on earth did you know that? Why, I make it my business to know all about rare and valuable works of art. Art? Why not? It has been created like a sculpture or painting. The marigolds are true artists in the garden. I wonder if they had something to do with this. It's so unusual, even if it's natural swampy habitat. But to have it growing here in the forest is very out of the ordinary. Yes, its properties are extraordinary too, human. Well, I'm quite new to botanical science, so I probably don't know the half of it. Why don't you fill me in with what you know? Although I'm always happy to facilitate your learning, human, I simply can't stay here a moment longer. You're so still, don't you find? I ignore her sideways glance and upturned nose. Let's go to the beach and drink some coconut water, and I'll tell you everything you need to know. Snoots, I'm not going anywhere until I finish this. Don't be ridiculous. You can tinker about in here any time, but the sun will be gone in an hour or two. I'm not tinkering, this is my job. If I don't get it done, the professor will want to know why. Then explain to him you had better things to do. Snooty Booty, I won't tell you again. If he catches you in here, Papa will cage you. Be careful with that flower, human. It doesn't do to inhale that fragrance too deeply. What? I tried to ask why and see her flounce out, knocking the beaker with a swish of her tail as she does. You did that on purpose! But she's gone, leaving me to clear up the broken glass. Saving! I've come to the forest to gather my thoughts. This morning, I noticed another change in my appearance. Up until now, it's been easy to cover up my transition. I just had to keep on top of removing the excess body hair.
We're going to be seeing this every time we get to the end of each person's story, basically. And they're basically like, well, shit. You know, who can see this? Who can see this? But now my eyes have done the thing, where now they're slits.
Oh no! Even the stub of a tail that appeared a few days ago hasn't been a problem. Who'd see it? But this new development is definitely a turning point. How am I going to explain the fact that my pupils have turned into vertical slits? I can't risk anyone seeing me like this, so I'm going to hide out for a while and see what happens.
Are you ready to see what happens?
Here, spread it. Here. The shade is perfect. She's indicating a small spot on the sand, beneath a large palm tree, for our midday nap. I begin to spread the old blanket I've been dragging behind me. It's the one I used to have on my bunk when I lived in a tent.
Hello.
Yeah?
I was saying I can read some now. I'm not as hectic now that everybody's settled. I'm just cooking, so I'm fine.
Okay. You want to read Snooty Booty songs as usual?
Yeah, I'll be snooty.
Okay. The memory is beginning to fade a little around the edges. I can still recall how conflicted I felt, though. I knew I wanted to be with Snooty, but I had a strong urge to keep working on the antidote. Eventually, a decision was made for me. I found it too difficult to remember things in the lab. I kept making mistakes. Then I just sort of allowed myself to sink into my transition to a cat. It was quite gentle, and the reward was worth any problems. Aw, Chungers. Yes, this bit of shade is perfect. Just like you. But really, Snoots, I don't know why you need this old thing. The sand is so soft and warm. Also, it creeps me out a bit. It reminds me...
For goodness sake, Chungers, you've been a cat for 5 minutes, and it's already you know what's best for us. May I remind you, you have fur to protect your skin, but mine is exposed and far more delicate.
I suppress a giggle. Yes, of course, my love. You have skin like the wings of a butterfly.
Yes, and I have no idea why that amuses you so.
I'm just happy. You make me happy.
Well, you could make me very happy right now.
Name it. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you.
You really ought to be more mindful of those rash declarations.
I mean it. Just name it. Anything.
Well, fortunately, I have a very kind and humble nature, so I shan't take advantage of your simplicity. All I want is that you fan me with a palm leaf.
I look around until I find one that I can comfortably curl my tail around. This isn't nearly as easy as it used to be.
Ever easy? But practice makes perfect, my dear.
We settled down in the peace and quiet of the afternoon, me gently wafting the palm leaf over his snoozing snoots. How much more blissful could life be? I'm half tempted to warn the new research assistant to just throw in the towel from the start and join us. But I suppose they have their own journey's end. So I'm glad I found mine.
Yes. And seeing as how this is probably, at least I would hope so, unless you want to see an ending where we don't fall in love. But look, successful dates, relationship status in a relationship with Snooty Booty.
Aww, ending achieved. Frisson.
Yes, Frisson. Yes.
Alrighty.
And we did good. Now, like I said, if we'll continue. We can choose a new man and a woman. At least, if you want to choose a new person, get a new name and a new thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But yes, so now we can basically do this. This will basically be how it'll be the last couple of endings if we want to get the good ending. Like I said, if you don't want to, let's go with Whitey over there.
Alright. This guy reminds me of the Ferryman's Kid.
Oh yeah, kinda. But he's not.
Alright.
Anyway.
Jessica, Henry,
no,
Caitlin,
no,
Dawn, Fred, Mark, Barry,
no,
Peter,
no,
Kevin,
No.
Sandra,
No.
Ethan,
No.
Peter,
No.
Ethan,
No. No.
Philippa,
Oh, that one's
Sally,
getting closer. No.
Chloe,
No.
Ethan, Barry,
No.
Jacob,
No.
Kevin,
No.
Yvonne,
Ooh, I like that. Keep going.
Sally, Oliver.
No. We need something.
Chrissy, Brian, darling, Mandy, Jessica, Hannah, Brenda, Stacy, Oliver again, Paul, Chungers.
You know what? Fine, make him Chungers the second, or just Chungers. No, I mean, do we really have to name them Chungers? Can't we just name them, normal names?
Our first one can be Chungers. Alright, fine. Maureen. Oh, Andrew. Fred, Audrey. Chungers again. Luke. Poppy.
You didn't want to pick Drew? You want to pick me? I would have picked me.
Andrew?
Yeah, let's go with me. And then maybe we can make the next guy, Guy. We'll make the next girl, I don't know, Melissa or Porky.
Alright, yeah.
And then we'll make the last guy, Bobbert. Or Kevin.
Yeah.
Or Bobbert Kevin. Or Kevert. Or Bobbin.
Bobbin.
Anyway, I'm finally here, so this is the infamous Cat Island I will be calling home for the next 2 months. It's also because, like I said, once you read because you have to go through the giving them their ID card, it seems that each person takes the place, or like their journey of all the stuff that we do takes place over about the course of 2 months. Because, like, when you start out, you have, like, 1/1/17, or whenever their start date was. The next person is 3/1, and then 5/1, and then 7/1, So it's about every 2 months. Anyway, when I initially received the letter saying I'd been placed on a reserves list, I thought, well, that was a kind of way of saying no thanks, and I put it out of my mind. So imagine my surprise when a little time later I got a call saying there was an opening for me. Should I still be interested?
Of course. Probably by the end of this will probably be someone who's like, I applied late and they put me on reserve, so I thought I wouldn't get in. But then out of the blue, they were like, we need a research assistant. Something like that. But yeah.
I think it's pretty much the same until you get to the part where you have to chase down Trixie or whatever, and then it gets to basically blah blah blah, chase, blah blah blah, this. Yeah, I know all about it by now. Because each one of them, even though I think they forget to mention this, the very first research assistant, whoever you choose, keeps a diary of stuff, and they find the diary and start reading it, and then from now on, that's what Trixie takes instead of the first time where she takes the catalog.
Oh, interesting.
It's the book, and each time it's like, yeah, I read the book. It's all real. I believe it now. Let's hurry the fuck up and hurry up and blah, 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 blah. Each time gets a little more self-aware, where it's like, yeah, I already know what's going on. The player knows what's going on. Let's hurry up.
Is it all a dream? Initial P will be sent separately, yada yada. Professor Popper.
It's not a dream, babe. This is all real.
It's his name, Professor Popper.
Professor Popper. Meow meow.
Take all your belongings. We won't be back for days. Wait, isn't that the voice I originally gave to Professor Popper? Yes, Professor Popper.
That was the voice you originally gave, and then for some reason you went with, hello, I'm Professor Popper.
Hello, I'm Professor Popper. I'm a little aloof.
I prefer, hi, I'm Professor Popper.
Yeah, I should keep Professor Popper sound like this. Professor Popper here. Take all your belongings. We won't be back for days, so don't leave nothing you'll need.
Hurry up. We don't got time. It's 10 o'clock.
Thanks, Skipper. He
Hurry.
totally ignores me, so I pick up my bags and disembark. Beefy-looking man. Who I presume is Island Security, who's waiting for me on the jetty. Hello. ID card. Of course.
Come on. This is
Limited card.
Come on.
Andrew. Date issued. 1-3.
Yeah, see?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. We gotta get going, bitch. Come on.
Alrighty. So it's saved. Okay, so let's return to the main menu. It just saved, so we should be good. And now in endings found, we have Frisson. Lovely.
And there are other endings, such as the bad endings where you don't fall in love.
Imperfect date, I'm guessing. And dry drunk.
Yes. No, stuff like that, yeah, but like love drunk is like a good ending with McMurphy, and then, dry drunk or whatever is the bad love ending.
Aww.
There's two endings for being in love and then not being in love. But we're gonna be in love.
All you need is love.
Love. Okay, everybody. We'll see you all next week with some more Phoenix Wright, where we keep somehow winning cases even though we have no clue what the actual fuck we're doing.
Yes. Alright, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. Subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications for when we go live. Go check out Andrew's channel. And then maybe come back and check out more of my stuff.
Oh, wow. They're already on your channel, sir. They check it out.
I know. But, I mean, to be fair, Andrew and I have done a lot on our on my channel.
I just uploaded today. Come check out my stuff.
Yeah, I know. More Bioshock.
Yeah.
But
really
yeah, there's plenty of
Bioshock.
more of 2GaysStream. I mean, Andrew and I brought it up a lot, but we played the Zero Escape series, and then we played the 2 Edna and Harvey games.
Come watch us. Come watch it. Like you said, you've got a bunch of old crap, too. We can watch us play Night Woods. You can watch us play Zero Escape. You can watch us play Edna and Harvey. We don't have to... Luckily, the nice thing about Edna and Harvey is we didn't have to do any voices.
I know.
That was nice. But yeah, so you can do that. You can watch us play Jazz Punk. You can watch us play a lot of different things. You can watch our Gmod videos, which we'd like to do more, but Gmod is being a cunt on my laptop, so we haven't been able to get any more of that recorded. But don't worry, Kicking Mama will be back someday.
Yes, of course.
Where she just flies through the screen at you in 3D.
Speaking of Cooking Mama, moments like that, and just funny moments, great moments, moments of achievement and accomplishment and goodness. If you watch a video of mine and you see a moment like that, feel free to comment a timestamp of that in the description of the video. I really should be prefacing some of my earlier videos with that. I want to do a compilation of all of my stuff. At some point. All the best moments, really, based on what other people think, and maybe what I think. Like, editing moments that I feel really happy about. Because there are some nice editing moments that I have gotten. But what I really want to do is see what you think. So just all the great moments from over the years. I want to have that in a compilation. Probably going to be done by my next channel anniversary next year. Or hopefully earlier.
Anyway, I think it's time for us to go. My phone's about to die.
Alright, yeah. Anyway, that should do it. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been Guy Smith, and
Andrew B signing off. Bye.
Until next time, we'll see you guys. Bye-bye.